There comes a moment in life when everything you thought was stable suddenly breaks. A relationship ends. Someone leaves. A dream collapses. The future becomes unclear. And in those silent moments, most people try to escape the pain. They distract themselves, numb themselves, pretend to be strong, or run toward anything that can make them feel safe again. But when things fall apart, Pema Chödrön delivers a message that feels almost shocking. Maybe the point of pain is not to destroy us. Maybe pain is here to wake us up. This book is not about becoming perfect. It is not about positive thinking or pretending everything will be okay. It is about learning how to sit in the middle of uncertainty without falling apart internally. Pema explains that life will always change. People change. Emotions change. Circumstances change. Nothing stays fixed forever. And the reason humans suffer so deeply is because we constantly try to hold on to things that were never meant to stay permanent. We want guarantees in a world that promises none. One of the most powerful ideas in the book is that the moments we hate the most are often the moments that can transform us the most. Usually when pain arrives, we immediately ask, how do I make this stop? But Pema asks a different question. She asks, what if you stayed with the discomfort long enough to learn from it? That idea changes everything, because growth rarely happens when life feels comfortable. Growth happens when the illusion of control disappears. The book teaches that humans spend most of their lives running from loneliness, running from fear, running from silence, running from themselves. We constantly search for something to protect us from uncomfortable emotions. Social media, work, relationships, entertainment, success, validation. But eventually life corners everyone. Eventually there comes a moment where distraction stops working. And that is where true healing begins. Pema introduces a Buddhist concept of leaning into pain instead of resisting it. She explains that resistance creates suffering. The harder we fight reality, the more trapped we become. But when we stop resisting and simply allow ourselves to fully experience the moment, something unexpected happens. The fear slowly loses its power. We begin to realize that emotions are temporary waves, not permanent prisons. One of the deepest messages in the book is about uncertainty. Most people believe peace comes from controlling life. But Pema says real peace comes from accepting that life cannot be controlled. And honestly, that truth terrifies people, because the human mind desperately wants certainty. We want to know relationships will last forever. We want guarantees that will succeed. We want reassurance that bad things will never happen. But life does not work that way. And the sooner we accept uncertainty instead of fighting it, the freer we become. The book also talks about something called groundlessness. That feeling when everything familiar disappears and you no longer know who you are or where your life is going. Most people panic in these moments. But Pema says groundlessness is not punishment. It is transformation. It is a space where your old identity begins to die, so a new version of you can emerge. The breakdown becomes a beginning. Another unforgettable lesson from the book is the idea of compassion. Not just compassion for others, but compassion for yourself. Pema explains that many people are unbelievably harsh toward themselves. They think healing requires becoming stronger, tougher, more disciplined. But true healing often begins when you stop attacking yourself for being human. When you stop demanding perfection, when you stop believing you must always have everything figured out. And maybe the most beautiful part of the book is this. Your pain can connect you to other people instead of isolating you from them. Everyone suffers. Everyone loses something. Everyone experiences fear, heartbreak, disappointment, and uncertainty. Pain is not proof that you are broken. It is proof that you are alive. And when you realize that, you begin to develop empathy not only for yourself, but for humanity itself. Pema Chödrön reminds us that life is not about avoiding storms. It is about learning how to remain open-hearted in the middle of them. Because strength is not becoming emotionless. Strength is staying soft in a hard world. Strength is sitting with discomfort without letting it turn you bitter. Strength is choosing awareness instead of escape. In the end, when things fall apart leaves you with one life-changing realization. The moments that feel like endings are often the moments that begin to rebuild you. Your heartbreak may be shaping your wisdom. Your uncertainty may be creating your freedom. Your pain may be opening your heart in ways comfort never could. And maybe healing does not begin when life becomes perfect. Maybe healing begins the moment you stop running from yourself